Alexis, is it the same knee of the ACL last year?
It's the other knee. It's a small cleanup job. It happened this morning. It was successful. He'll be back the first week of camp.
Okay. When did he get hurt? Then yesterday?
Maybe yesterday, maybe last week. I mean, it was bothering him for about 4 days. He kept going on. It was just soreness, and he went to the doc yesterday, and it was a little something floating in there. So we fixed it immediately. He'll be back first week of camp.
What's your assessment of the work you guys got done these last few weeks?
It's been really quality work. I've been impressed with the group as far as being engaged in the learning. The weight room work's been great. So it's a good group. It's a motivated group, and that makes my job easy.
What's your message to the guys as they head out for their break?
As I head out, football message was the stuff that we've learned as far as the scheme on both sides of the ball. Let's not lose that, right? Let's come back and start from this point, not go backwards as far as the football scheme. Off the field, the message was, man, let's just be smart, and stay out of trouble and, walk away from conflict, use Uber, just really, be socially conscious about, their surroundings, their behavior, and, again, any conflict, man, please walk away. Just be smart.
How does your experience, not only in the locker room as a player in college, as a pro, but also as a college quarterback, illuminate how you evaluate the quarterback?
Well, I think my experience on offense, being a QB my entire life, except for 2 or 3 years, it helps me understand, all phases of the game. As far as the quarterback deal, I was in a competition in college with Cardell Stewart. It was very similar, to what these two guys are going through. So I get it. It's a tough deal. You have to be patient with the guys. You have to not take the evaluation as a daily deal. It's got to be a full, a collective evaluation as far as the time, it comes to it. It can't be Monday, he's better, Tuesday he's better. It's got to be a collective result as far as, who was more consistent over time.
So collectively, was any guy better over OTAs?
Honestly, not really, because it was more of a learning, phase, of where we are, and both guys did some good things, and both guys did some off things, so it was really equal.
Any concern, even though all these guys are coming back?
Yeah.
But just their effect, it might take them a few weeks to be effective coming back.
Yeah.
But they're all backup defensive guys.
Sure.
About the depth?
That's always a concern, Mike, because you want your guys to leave here healthy. That was our major goal, is to leave here healthy so guys can train and come back and have a chance to compete in camp. So absolutely, I mean, we've got probably 6 or 7 guys coming back early for camp that's injured right now. So that's a concern, absolutely.
What have you seen out of Roby this offseason?
Roby is a young corner that can be really, really special. He's playing behind 2 Pro Bowl guys, so from time to time, he has to push himself to continue to become what they are. That's tough because on most teams he would be a starter. So to keep him going mentally and to keep him focused on his future is it's important. He's had a great spring. I mean, his last couple of days has been really, really special.
Have you stressed at all to your staff about enjoying their time off, and what do you have planned to do in the time off?
Well, absolutely. We've got 5 weeks off, same as the players, the coaches, and it's a long season, so you have to go back and refresh your mind and reboot your mind to come back and go to training camp. It's a long year. Myself, I'm going to be here for another week and a half, and then head to Florida and just put my feet up for a while. But spend time with the family. Again, refresh the mind. It's been a long 4 or 5 months here, and that's the plan. Simple.
What do you look for on practices like today? What is your goal?
Today was a Mitch Tanny practice. It was simply a situational practice. We're trying to smarten our guys up as far as situational football. That stuff over the years with most coaches, you kind of go through it and you kind of brush over it. But it can cost you a game or two or win you a game or two. So our focus obviously is to win us a game or two with being a smart football team.
The returning receivers, Cody, Benny, anybody Jordan Taylor, anybody in that group stand out? Did it seem like they got the little motivational push from your draft, which had a couple of receivers in it.
Maybe so, but I thought Fowler had a hell of a camp. Latimer and Jordan, when he was healthy, had a hell of a camp. So, that's a full room again. We drafted 2 young guys who are going to help us in that spot. But it was a good room last year. We added, in my opinion, we added more speed. We added a guy in Isaiah who can do a bunch of different things for us, on the offensive side of football. So, but yeah, absolutely. When you draft guys at a spot, it does naturally motivate guys. It should.
It's early, but is Malik Watson what you hoped he'd be like that?
Absolutely. As a person, for sure. I mean, he's a great guy. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a big man physically. He's smart, and he wants to be a good player. He wants to be a great player, I should say. So absolutely, it's been good for us.
I apologize if somebody asked you before.
No. What
was your parting message to the group?
The parting message was, football-wise, to kind of leave here, the same, as you're leaving here, come back the same way, as far as the football IQ. Okay, as far as the systems, off the field, just be smart. Let's make a decision socially and come back here with no issues.
And use Uber.
Use Uber.
Use Uber.
Absolutely.
Or Lyft.
Or Lyft. Their choice. Don't drive. Don't drink and drive. That's the message.
Are you sending any coaches to the league thing at the Jets facility?
We are. We're sending Charles Gordon, and we're sending Chris Craigthorne, our 2 young coaches.
Do you think that's a good thing?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you've got 2 young coaches, who put their time in. To have a chance to go and meet with experienced NFL coaches, to make their football IQ better. It's always a great thing.
Is that something that you would have wanted coming up?
Absolutely. I did a bunch of symposiums when I was a young coach. I mean, they were every year years ago. So I've been to 3 or 4 different ones. So it's definitely helps your, it's as far as a coaching career.
There's some talk they may do this annually.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing. Absolutely. The more we can grow our coaches, with football knowledge, the better the league's going to be. It's a coaches and players league.
Would you encourage the quarterbacks and receivers to get together on their own for any reason during this time?
If guys choose to do that, that's fine. But most guys have their own plans during the break. They have buddies they train with, different receivers they throw with, so that's okay. That's not a bad thing at all.
You mentioned your college competition with Cordell.
Yeah.
Paxton grew up kind of idolizing Cordell, pattern his game after him.
Yeah.
Do you see any of that?
They're very similar guys. I mean, just big, imposing athletes with big arms and long, fast legs. So absolutely. I mean, they're both physical specimens, and that's a great trait to have.
DJ, speaking of college, I know Bus for Life means a lot to you. And
Yeah.
How nice is it to be a part of it and know that you can just drive up there, not have to fly in for it?
Absolutely. It's an event that's going into its probably 15th year now. It's a foundation that we started with John Embry to help former Buffs, through family issues. So it's been a huge deal for us, and it's fun to see your ex-teammates and to play golf and hang out with guys you haven't seen in years.
As you go on break, are you ever able to fully tune out from football?
No. After a week or 2 off, I'm bored. I want to get back here, so I have to force myself to kind of relax and kind of just take life in. And the kids help that. The kids have no clue about this atmosphere. I mean, in their opinions, it's football. It's playtime. So they help me with that. But after a week or 2, my mind's back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys. See you guys in the
Enjoy the
fall.
break.
Thank you.